All right, hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. It is so great to have you back here this week, this Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's what our chats usually are. So if you're curious about when you can join chat, that's the time. Next week there won't be a chat though because I will be in New York next weekend for Generation Beauty by Ipsy. So if you're there and you see me, you please, I hope you are okay with coming up and saying hi to me because I would love to meet you. I think that would be awesome. It's one of my favorite things about going to Generation Beauty is meeting people that watch the channel. I love it. I absolutely love it. So don't hesitate to come up and see me and say hi if you see me at Generation Beauty. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about some indie makeup brands. I feel like we are excuse me, we are like inundated right now with products from all over. Everybody seems to be getting a jump on the holidays like a week earlier every year. Does it seem like that to you, or is it just me that like brands are just jumping on things? I mean, it's the middle of September and a lot of the holiday stuff has already dropped. By the time it hits mid-November, there's not going to be anything left, you know? Where I feel like it used to be, they would at least wait until like getting closer to Halloween, you know, like mid-October. But mid-September, really? I just put up all my fall stuff. I realized that in my videos, though, all you can see is things give thanks, which doesn't make any sense, so I might have to change that. It's supposed to say, in all things give thanks, but, you know, it doesn't really have its meaning if you chop the top off. But anyway, we're getting, like, bombarded with all these major makeup brands, with all these major releases, and I felt like it might be a good thing to kind of focus on some of these independent beauty brands. As you may know, I did look into starting my own indie makeup brand at one point, and it is expensive to just produce one product. Like just making one eyeshadow palette was going to be thousands and thousands of dollars just in production. That's not even with like actually buying the palettes first, you know, and then expecting to sell them. I mean, it's outrageous just for one product. It's unbelievable. So these brands have really invested a lot, and I feel like they don't get enough hype, especially the really, really good ones where I feel like they just kind of fly under the radar. I do have a giveaway coming up on Instagram with one of these brands, and I'll give you more information on that in a minute. But before we do, I do want to say hello to the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, also known as the people who are here in live chat. They are going to also be giving their opinions on these indie brands and talk about some of their favorite indie brands, which I feel like is a lot more valuable than just getting my opinion. We're going to get the opinion of all of them as well. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll over, and we're going to see who is here today. I'm going to scroll all the way up to the top. And the first person here was Banshee Muse. Good morning. And Lee is here. Afton Farm, good morning to you. And Christina is here. Love the live chat. Highlight of my week. Oh, that's so wonderful. I know live chat isn't for everybody. There are some people that just don't like this format. It's totally cool, but I'm not going to kill it just because you don't like it. There's a lot of people that do like it, and if you don't like it, then there's lots of things you can watch, and I respect your opinion, but I'm not going to stop doing live chat. It's not going to happen. I've been doing it for years. And I love it. I love hanging out with the community. It's fun. And there's tons of other stuff to watch if you don't like it. It's totally cool. Deirdre, good morning to you. And Tabitha, my friend, good morning. Connie is here. Nadine is here. Good morning. Sorry, I'm laughing at Tabitha. Renee is the way I'm going to pronounce that. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. Good morning to you. Paul is here. Good morning to you. Melissa and the Gold Digger in the house. Who remembered to bring the donuts? I didn't. I do have coffee for myself, though. Michelle, good morning to you. I feel like I haven't talked to you in like a week and a half, which I don't think I have. Hopefully you're doing well, Michelle. I've been thinking of you. Amber, good morning to you. Mama Shauna in the house. Top of the morning to you. Been watching a little Housewives. Oh, you know, I've never seen a full episode of like the Real Housewives or any of those shows ever. Paul's going to go get some donuts. He'll be right back. We're eating Mom in the house, Caroline, and Batak Flower. Good morning. Finally remember to come early to watch. Lisa and Jacqueline, thanks so much for being here. And everybody else that I didn't get a chance to say hello to you. Happy to have you here. So, I have like a table full of indie makeup. And I don't know where I'm going to start. I do want to warn you, I'm an eyeshadow junkie, so a lot of this is eyeshadow. It's mostly eyeshadow and lip products, because I feel like indie brands really try to focus on eyeshadow and lip products. I feel like those are where a lot of people have their loves and their passions, one or the other. I'm curious what your love and passion is, whether you would choose eyeshadow or lipstick. Me, I'm an eyeshadow person, but I do have a lot of lipsticks here to show you as well. Maisha's about to turn 18 so she can join the Let's Makeup Facebook group. Well, we'll be happy to have you. That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and start. You know what? Let's just start with Chrisanna Ann because I've got it right here. Chrisanna Ann Cosmetics is an indie brand. Chrisanna's a friend of the channel, and she came out with this Olympus palette. I'm not sure if you remember. A while back, there was a live chat, I'm not sure if you were here, but she dropped the price for us. It's relatively inexpensive anyway. I forget the exact price. I don't have prices on everything here. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to organize it because I got this as a brainstorm idea like at the very last minute. But this, I know this is very inexpensive for an eyeshadow palette. This is the Olympus palette. Everything is named after Greek gods and goddesses. And Chrisanna dropped by when I mentioned this the first time, and she like dropped the prices like 25% off for us during that chat. And everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" and like jumped over and bought a bunch of palettes, which I think is really cool. If you bought one, I would love to know what you think of it. But anyway, Chrisanna and I are going to do a giveaway on Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, all you're going to have to do is follow me and her on Instagram in order to win. That's it. It isn't going to be like, you know, you got to do this and this and this and this. You're just going to have to follow both of us. So she's giving away an eyeshadow palette, the Olympus palette, and she's also giving away my favorite liquid lipstick shade from her brand. This is the shade K Thanks Bye, and I'll swatch that for you. And I thought this would be a good one to give away because I feel like this could work on a lot of different skin tones. It's one of those, you know, berry shades that's really trendy for fall, and you know, I thought it would work for a lot of people, so this one I thought was a good choice. I do have all of her liquid lipsticks. They are a little bit more drying, but they are a little more long-wearing, so it's one of those kinds of formulas. So you just have to decide on your personal preference because everyone's personal preference for liquid lipsticks is different. But just so you know, that's the kind of formula we've got here. And then she just came out with a new line of eyeshadows, and they are single-pan eyeshadows. And I haven't used them on my eyes yet. I just swatched them because I just got them, I think, yesterday, day before yesterday. I haven't had a chance to put them in my eyes, but oh my gosh, these things are amazing. So this one is called Nyx. Nyx is a Greek god, I think a god or like a, not a god, but like a half god or a demigod or some kind of, it's in Greek mythology. So Nyx isn't just NYX Cosmetics, it's Nyx. But it's this purple with these blue sparkles in it. And it's really pretty. I'm going to do a double swatch there just to make sure you get the full pigmentation. They are buildable. So they do take a little bit of building here and there, but that's not always, that's not a bad thing, at least for me. Then we've got this mermaid green here. This one's one swipe, well, one dip into the pan. This one is called Gaia. And then we have this one here. This one is called Tartarus, and it's like a bronzy gold. I'm going to do two swatches into that one. There's that one. And then we have, this one is called Eros, and it's like a pink, it's like a neon pink. That's one swatch, and then we're going to do one more right there. And then the last one, this one I feel like is ridiculously unique. Let me get my towel. Hold on. Oh, wipe off my fingers. This one I feel like is the most unique. This is called Erebus. Goddess of the Night beauty song says Nyx is. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, this one is blue, but it's got some really cool shifts in it. It's got like light blue glitter and purple glitters in it. I don't know if you can see that. But oh my gosh, they're like, if you like dramatic looks, they're gorgeous. I haven't tried on my eyes, so I've only swatched them, so I can't speak to that, but they're gorgeous. So Chrisanna and I are going to, well, Chrisanna is going to give away all the single shadows, the Olympus palette, and the liquid lipstick on Instagram giveaway on my channel this week. So keep an eye out for that, and make sure you're following both of us on Instagram for more information. So let me go ahead and wipe that off. So that's Chrisanna Ann Cosmetics, and again, she is a friend of the show, the channel, and I just adore her. She's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put Chrisanna down. And let's talk about some more brands. This is one that I was very surprised by. My friend Nancy sends me. I don't know if you know my friend Nancy. I talk about her all the time. She is my guardian angel of makeup. She lets me try all kinds of things that I wouldn't have gotten to try otherwise. I mean, she's just amazing. But this is a Persona, the Persona Identity palette. Supposedly, this is very hard to get, I've heard, but the quality of this eyeshadow palette is amazing. Look at that. I mean, it's a neutral palette. It's nothing, you know, shade-wise that I feel like is super unique. But the quality of these shadows, it's really, really good. And if you're just looking for a good, solid neutral palette that is very high quality, I definitely recommend this one. I've used this probably 3 or 4 times, and every time I've been like, wow, just blown away by the quality of the shadows. Not really amazing eye looks out of it. I mean, it's pretty ordinary. But if I took this and then I threw in, like, for example, like this in there, it's like I brought it to a new level, or just brought in like these cooler shades and then brought in like this, well, maybe not that one. Maybe do a little bit of blue with some of these over here. Like, how cool would that look? So, I mean, don't ever limit yourself to one palette. There's like so many things you can do. Just bringing in one brighter color from another palette or one brighter single shadow, you can totally transform and give yourself so many more options. I think people get stuck in the one palette thing. But yeah, this is really, really nice. Rachel says they're sold out. Are these sold out like forever? I hope not, because they're really good. I haven't looked at their website in a really long time, though. But if you can get your hands on this, I definitely recommend it. I'll stop talking about it since you said it's not available. Okay, this is another brand that's a friend of the channel. This is Solalook. Their eyeshadows are also very, very high quality. This is the Flashdance palette. This one's actually my favorite. They also came out with the Dirty Dancing palette not that long ago. But the Flashdance palette is really good, especially if you love mattes. They're gigantic pans. The pans are ginormous. You're never going to run out of these things. I remember talking to people at Solalook and saying I wish that they had done like half of these size pans and done twice as many shades. That's just my opinion. Shirley wants to know if I grabbed the ColourPop I Think I Love You palette. No, you know, I haven't really done a lot of ColourPop lately just because they're kind of everywhere, and I like to do like the ones that people are super curious about, like what you call it, the Rihanna, the Fenty Beauty. I'm working on a review of that. I'm working on the Too Faced stuff. But then I like to kind of bring in things that are different, a little bit different. And ColourPop lately just hasn't been exciting me. It hasn't really made me go, wow. I was kind of interested in like their unicorn stuff. I tried to get it and it sold out really fast. I was like, well, that's that. I guess I'm not reviewing that. Eventually I'll probably review more ColourPop stuff, but for now I'm kind of taking a break from them. But yeah, so they're just really, really good quality. So this is the Flashdance palette, and then this one here is the Dirty Dancing palette. They have it packaged like a VHS tape, which I think is so cool. This was for the anniversary, and these are all in conjunction with these movies, like with Lionsgate and things like that. And you open it up, and it's like a VHS tape, and inside you have your shadows. You have four shadows and a highlighter, and then a lip product. And I forget who the lip product was with. There was a YouTuber that, or Instagrammer-ish. Tabitha, who was the lipstick with? Do you remember? I can't remember what her name is. It's like out of my head. She's like really popular, and I can't remember what her name is. Do you remember? Because I can't remember. This is called Baby. And then this is Cha Cha, I Carried a Watermelon, Merengue, Back to the Playpen, and Johnny Castle. And right here it says Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner. So it's like the ultimate eyeshadow for Dirty Dancing lovers. Tam says 4-pan eyeshadows bug me. I prefer at least 8. Yeah, I like to have a lot of shadows in my palettes as well. I'm with you. Joanna says those celebrity makeup brands don't catch my eye. I much rather indie brands. Yeah, and I'm glad that you're here because I think this is going to be a good chat for you. The quality of the Solalook eyeshadow palettes is really, really good. I wasn't the biggest fan of the layout of the Dirty Dancing palette, of the shade selection, but the quality is very good. So, and the nostalgia of it is very good. These are from solalook.com. Most of these indie brands, you just have to go to just Google search for the indie brand name. Solalook is spelled SOLALOOK. And then Chrisanna Ann is KRISANNA. And then ANN, Chrisanna Ann Cosmetics. So those are definitely ones to check out. And what else did I talk about? Oh, the Persona palette. So this is Persona Identity, and the website here is personacosmetics.com. .co. personacosmetics.co. Yeah, I can't remember what her name is either, Tabitha. I don't know. It just went out of my head. I used to know it really well when that palette first came out. Shauna says, oh, but the ColourPop Yes Please palette is different. I've been having so much fun with it. Some neat colors. Oh, Shauna, I totally believe you. I totally believe you, man. And I should get it. I know I should, but it's like I'm drowning right now in stuff that I want to review. And I need to get through... I want to get through the stuff that I have before I purchase anymore. I'm starting to go into overload with all the holiday stuff. Like, well, let's talk about this brand, because this was a brand... Is this the one? Is it Lunatik Labs that has the advent calendar? See, I'm getting confused, all these... Let me see. I have to look. I don't think it is. I don't think it's Lunatik Labs with the advent calendar. Which one was the one with the advent calendar? I almost bought it, and I didn't. But I thought about it. But anyway, let's talk about Lunatik Labs. Depeche Girl, thank you so much. Maribel got it. That was the one that collaborated with the Dirty Dancing palette with the lip product. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it because it was driving me bonkers. But Lunatik Labs, I've tried a couple things from them. I have some of their lip products. They were just okay for me. But this is the contour palette. It is a bit pricey, but the quality is really, really, really good. It's extremely cool tone, so you have to be digging on that. I remember when I first reviewed this, I talked about these and being very difficult to contour because, because they're so gray. But a lot of people really do enjoy a more gray contour, so it works well for them. I like that there's a nice range of light to deep. They do have one of these that's like a second version of this. And I can't remember exactly what it looks like, but I want to say it had a little bit more bold colors. Isabel, Notoriously Morbid is the one that has the advent calendar. You are 100% right. It was Notoriously Morbid. That's the one where I was like, do I want this advent calendar or do I not want to get it? And I decided not to get it. Because I was kind of drowning in things. You know, I want to get through what I've got right now. So anyway, really, really loving this. I think it's a fantastic palette, and I really love this quality. It's really, really good. All right, let's see. Olivia says the Lunatic contour palettes go on sale constantly. Ooh, good to know. Banshee Muse says I bought a Lunatic Labs eyeshadow palette. They're good and cute packaging. Nice. Kimberly Clark, what I'm not gonna buy. I swear, those songs, I need to come up with a song. You know, Kimberly's got a song, Laura's got a song, I need a song, Cassie's got a song. Cassie's had a song forever. I used to do Up in the Crease, but that's not good enough. I need a better song than that. Amonyeka said she loves it. Okay. She loves what? Oh, Kimberly Clark loves the Lunatic Labs. I would, yes, you're right. I think you're right. Betty Ann said, hi Betty Ann, how are you? My all-time favorite eyeshadow palette is the Laura Mercier Artist Palette and the Becca Ombre Rouge. Nice. Those are not indie brands, but nice. I love you so much. I think everybody loves Kimberly Clark. I don't know anybody who doesn't love Kimberly Clark. How can you not love Kimberly Clark? All right, let's go into some more popular brands that I just want to touch on because I've talked about these to death. Juvia's Place is one of my favorite indie brands. If I were going to pick something to get from Juvia's Place, if you're just going to get one thing, I would say choose the eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadows. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with my voice today? The eyeshadow palettes are amazing. Excuse me. I think I have almost every one of their eyeshadow palettes except for the new ones. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just swatch the foils. They are like the queens of foiled shadows. The mattes are good too, but the foils, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They are like, they're so good. They're so good. I love them. The blush palette is really good as well. The eyeliners, if I was going to do another one of those products I've changed my mind about, the eyeliners dried out on me. One of them was my fault because I left it slightly open. The other one was completely sealed and it was still very dried out. And I've had them for what, like 6 months or so? It's not good. I was very sad about that. But the blush palette, yes, very, very good on the blush palette. I've used it a handful of times. You can tell I haven't used it a ton, but I've really been gravitating toward these shades right here. These are a little bright for me. They're a little bit too wow, but I really like these over here. I haven't used this one a whole lot either, but this one's more of a highlight. This is like a blush and a highlight in one. It's very, very bright though, so you have to kind of apply it with a light hand. I know that looks insane. It's going to go straight to clown face, but if you're gentle with it, you can really get a nice, nice color on the cheeks. You just have to put with a fluffy brush. Juvia's Place brushes are amazing. They're really, really good. I definitely recommend the Juvia's Place brushes. I bought all my Juvia's Place stuff. They said they were going to send me stuff, and then it never happens, so I just buy stuff. They do show up on Hot Look sometimes for discount, and they do a lot of sales in Juvia's Place. They're very reasonably priced. One that isn't as reasonably priced, but is very good, is Colored Raine. Colored Raine eyeshadows are amazing. I cannot wait for their quads to come out. This is the Queen of Hearts palette. It's now permanent, and you can get this, but oh my gosh. There's one shade in here called Ladyship that's not my favorite, but other than that, I really love this. Again, the foiled shadows, let me do a little swatches. They're a little softer, a little crumblier than the other, let's just do this orange one here. Then the Juvia's Place pouch, you have to be a little more delicate because they're not packed as tightly. But, gosh, I don't think I've ever seen a bad review of this palette, like ever. I mean, what? Are you kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Just... I do wish that they weren't so expensive, though. I feel like Colored Raine is really raising their prices, like their price per gram. Like with the new palettes, I feel like they're overpriced for how many shadows you get. But they're very high quality. So I feel like they have a right to charge that with the quality that they've got. But Juvia's Place, I think, is going to give them a run for their money because I feel like Juvia's Place is just as good. Yeah, just as good at about half the price. So, you know, I mean, I think that they have a right to charge that, but at the same time, I think Juvia's Place is going to be a more affordable option for something very similar. I mean, they're going to have to really kick it into gear to stay ahead of Juvia's Place with that price point. All right, let's move on. Actually, let me see. Can you tell us which one Ladyship is? Sure, I can tell you. That Lexa, that is this one right here. It's just a little patchy. I'll swatch it for you. It's one of those gritty shadows. It's just gritty. It's not. It's kind of difficult to work with. That one's not good. Juvia's pans are huge. Yes, especially in the original Masquerade palette. Shauna says, yep, the price kept me away. Yeah, I mean, they're very expensive. And I feel like another brand that's very expensive that I feel like is a really good brand, but they're very expensive, is MBA Cosmetics. I have this one stack here. I forget what this one's called. I think it's not the Rust stack, but it's close to the Rust stack. These are really good. These are matte shadows. They're very high quality. They're wonderful. They're easy to use, very blendable. They're just really expensive, you know? And I don't know. I mean, I think Juvia's Place is doing the right thing, just high quality and low cost. I mean, they're gonna blow up. If anybody picks them up, like if Ulta decides to carry Juvia's Place, which I think they should, because Ulta's starting to give, you know, Dose of Colors a chance, and you know, all these other indie brands starting to give them a chance, and I just wish that they would give Juvia's Place a chance because, oh my gosh, amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh, I love you too, Lexa. You're very welcome. Cindy was on the fence about the Queen of Hearts because of the price, but you're right about Juvia's Place. The price is great. It's amazing. It's so much less expensive. Jensen's here. She says, am I frozen? Oh no! Refresh, Jensen, refresh. Oh man, okay. Jacqueline says Ulta's killing it with their new brands. I think it's really smart of them to take some of the hottest indie brands and start selling them. I think it's really, really smart because it gives the indie brand a chance to be more known, and it also gives them a chance to get more sales. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. But anyway, Meld is a great brand as far as the eyeshadows. I think that's the only I've ever tried by them. But they're pricey. They're really pricey. Speaking of Dose of Colors, let's go into a little bit of Dose of Colors. I meant to grab the eyeshadow palette out of there. I really like the eyeshadow palette. I also really love the liquid lipsticks. This is two of my favorite shades. This is Truffle and Chocolate Wasted. Chocolate Wasted, I never thought I would like a dark brown like this, but oh my gosh. This is the Croissant and, by the way, I cannot get it off my hands. Like, can't get it off. This is Dose of Colors Chocolate Wasted. I never thought I would like this. It just looks like a melted chocolate bar is what it looks like. I use this a lot of times with other liquid lipsticks when I want to make them more brown. I'll just add like little dots of Chocolate Wasted into it. That's what I did for What's Up in Makeup this past week, I think. I think it was What's Up in Makeup. No, it wasn't What's Up in Makeup. It was the Truth Series one. I did a Too Faced. melted matte, and then I put dots of chocolate wasted over it, and it made it a little more brown, which is what I was going for, a little more fall-like. So I use this a lot of times as mixers. I have worn it on its own as well. And then Truffle is gorgeous too. Truffle is more of like a me shade, just like a nudie. Nude. E Pure Soul says, I would never be able to finish a melt stack. Me either. Me either. Isabel wants to know, have you tried the notoriously morbid liquid lipsticks? I don't believe I have. I don't think so. No. One thing I don't recommend from Dose of Colors is their Ideal Duos. These just fall flat. The bases, I feel like the formula is not great on the bases. So when you put the base down and then you're supposed to put the glitter on top of it, but the base doesn't hold the glitter and it ends up falling everywhere. I think they need to work on the base formula. If they do, and if they make the base formula better, I think that this is going to be a better product, but they're very expensive for what you get, especially since it doesn't really work without like a glitter glue or something. I wish that the base was able to stand on its own and be able to hold the glitter on it. So I don't recommend the Ideal Duos, unfortunately. Ashley wants to know if I wonder if Divina is going to be featured on here. I love that brand. I don't own anything from Divina Cosmetics. We talk about them often on What's Up in Makeup, but I don't own anything by them. I'm sorry, I don't. Good to know that you love them, though. Let's see. Let's go on to, okay, this is Velvet 59. I did get a couple of these palettes. This was the one I liked better. The other one I decluttered. This one is it says hybrid on it. So this is the Rose Metals palette. So it's got metallic shades, and it's got one matte shade over here. This was just okay for me. It's a good palette. I like the color selection. I think she did a really nice job on the color selection. She did talk some trash about me on Instagram, though, so I won't be buying anything or trying anything else from her brand. I had somebody come to my channel and like, did you know that the chick from Velvet 59 was talking smack about you on her Instagram stories? I was like, no, I didn't know that. So I won't be buying anything else from Velvet 59 because, you know, she couldn't take constructive criticism. So, you know, and the reason they said that she didn't mention me directly by name, but I had just released my review where I was talking about they didn't think that they were oomphy enough. I didn't think they had enough pizzazz to them. And she was like, well, whatever, you know, and I didn't see it personally. So, you know, I just heard it, and and it was from a trusted source, from a subscriber that I trust and know and known for a long time. So because of who it came from, I believed it, even though I didn't see it with my own eyes. And yeah, just basically that she was like, whatever, you know, kind of whatever, you know, like if that's not good enough for her, then whatever, you know, like just she was just salty about my review instead of just being like, you know, I don't know, I didn't like that. So anyway, Velvet 59 is, even though that I did like this eyeshadow palette, it was okay. I'm not a fan of that. And also, I did not like her lip products. I like the lip gloss, but I didn't like the lipstick. For the price point, it was very, like, cheap drugstore-y to me. And that's what I said in the review. I have a full review, and I think she didn't take kindly to my review, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, I can understand when you put your heart and soul into something and someone doesn't like it, then it's painful. It's hurtful. And I get it. I totally get it. But I don't think I want to review any more of her stuff. Anyway, moving on. Another brand that has been very missed for me, which breaks my heart because their packaging is so cute, is the Beauty Bakerie stuff. And I want to love this. The owner seems like such a sweetheart. I've watched videos from her, and she seems like such a sweetheart. And I want to love this palette, but I don't. This is the Neapolitan Ice Cream palette. And it's just, again, it just falls flat for me. I actually like the Velvet 59 palette better than this one. This one, I used it maybe 3 or 4 times, and I was like, every eyeshadow look I did, I was just like, I couldn't get it to look good, you know, and maybe it's my error, maybe it's operator error, I don't know. I mean, the packaging's absolutely adorable. I haven't tried everything from this brand. I think I tried some of their liquid lipsticks too, and I wasn't a fan of those either, and it made me sad because, again, I love the packaging, and the owner seems like a real sweetheart, but I just haven't been a fan of the things I've tried from this, so, you know. By the way, the stuff with Velvet 59, that happened like 6 months to a year ago. I mean, it was a long time ago. It was whenever that video came out, and I just never talked about it because I never brought up the brand again. I never talked about it again, but, you know, I am a little upset and hurt that she would say something like that, but, you know, it is what it is. It's okay. But anyway, moving on. Who is She Cosmetics? I've tried a bunch of stuff from them. I really like their the lip composites from Who is She Cosmetics. I think that's who makes the lip composites. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is wrong with people? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so anyway, thank you to my moderators for cleaning up the mess going on. So, but anyway, this is Who is She Cosmetics. This is one of their highlight palettes. This was really glittery. I mean, you can see it from here. It is just so glittery. I mean, some of it's an overspray, like this one. You can see that I've wiped the overspray off. But yes, am I right on the lip composite? The lip composites are fantastic, Tiffany, aren't they? They're really good. Yes, their name is Who is She. That's the name of the brand. This was pretty good. It's just, it's a little intense, but it looks intense. I mean, when you buy something like this, you know it's intense. And it is fun to use, but I think that you have to be in the market for something like this in order to, you know, use something like this. But a lot of it is overspray. Like this glitter here is all overspray. You can see that it's gone from here, and what you're left with is some shimmer, which is I like a lot better than the glitter. But you do have to break through that glitter first. There's a couple of them I haven't used. Like I haven't used this one yet. And I have used this as eyeshadow, and I do like it as eyeshadow, but it's kind of powdery as eyeshadow. So, like, you know how Cheek products are less pigmented sometimes on purpose so that you don't go straight to clown face. That's kind of the way I feel about these products so far. So when you go to put them on the eye, they're not super punchy and pigmented like I like my eyeshadows. Like my eyeshadow looks to be like bam in your face. So yeah, this has been kind of a, I don't know if it's made for me kind of thing. Not that it's a bad product, I just don't know if it's made for me. But I do like their lip composites. Let me get a couple of those because I forgot to grab those. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. I've got a mess. Hold on. Lip composites. Where are you? Okay, I found one. Okay, this is one. This is in the shade Vampira. And, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bang you there. Julia's like, oh my, I just can't with the overspray. Just why? Stop this already. Oh, I'm with you. Okay, so this is a lip composite, and what I've used these for is you can use them on their own, or you can use them to top and mix with other lip products. Let me kind of put that here. They're kind of like an intense lip gloss. See how it kind of shears out a little bit? Mimi's like, you need to try Feather River Body. I do, I know. I'm with you. But you can shear it out. I mean, it's still got a lot of pigment. And I really like them. They're like an intense gloss, but they're not sticky at all. They are more oily than sticky. But not super oily where you're feeling like your lips are oily, but you know what I mean? They have more of like an oily base. And I really like them. Again, this is the shade Vampira. It looks like this inside the pot. And they're really fun. They are pricey, but you get a lot in them. This one is, oh, it doesn't say how much you get in them, but it's a decent, I mean, it looks like it's just a little bit in this little tiny pot, but if you stretched it out into like a lip gloss tube, then you would see that it is a decent amount of product, and you only need the tiniest little bit to put on your lips. The big want on those is you are dipping your finger in it, so you want to make sure you have clean hands when you do dip your finger in it, or dip like a lip brush or something like clean lip brush or something in it, so you don't bacteria it all up and make it go bad faster. That's kind of the only bummer on those. Yeah, they're an intense lip gloss, Erica. Yes, absolutely. And I have your giveaway prize. I just need to bubble wrap everything up. Erica was one of the winners from the giveaway that we did not that long ago. They are cool. All right, we can't talk about lip products without talking about my girlie Shawnee from Total Makeup Junkie 101 and Renea Cosmetics. These are her Spark Dazzling Liquid Lipsticks and Spark Dazzling Lipsticks. Let me give you a little breakdown of the comparison between these two. They both have glitter in them. They both have scent. So, you know, be aware of that. And the thing is about the glitter in both formulas is they don't hang around your lips beyond the product. So that's really, really good. I'm noticing with the lipsticks that they are a little hard as they get older. They're starting to harden a little bit, so they're a little bit more difficult to apply now than they were when I first got them, but I still really enjoy them. I actually wore, I think it was syrup to the Renaissance Fair last weekend, the Maryland Renaissance Fair last weekend, and it lasted me forever. I was a little nervous to wear it because I wasn't sure like whether it was going to last through all like the crazy food you eat at the Renaissance Fair and everything, but it did, and it faded so gracefully. But they are getting a little bit hard, so just be aware they don't stay as creamy as they are when you first get them. They get a little bit, they just kind of dry a little bit and get a little more dense. Now the liquid lipsticks are a little less intense as far as the glitter. So more glitter in the lipsticks, less glitter in the liquid lipsticks. But overall, you're going to see glitter in both, and I do really like them both. I mean, even though they are a little bit harder to apply, the lipsticks, now than they were when I first got them, I still really enjoy them, and I love that they kind of give a stain to the lips. So even after they've worn off, even after the glitter is gone, you still have that color on your lips. And it's very even, which I very rarely will find in the lipstick. So I personally think it's worth it, and I love both these formulas. I think Shani did a fantastic job. She did send me those for review, but it was not a sponsored review. She didn't pay me anything. She just sent them to me. Okay, I'm just reading and seeing if I'm missing anything. Oh, Tiffany's having some trouble with the chat. I'm sorry. M Cosmetics Indie. Yes, M Cosmetics is indie. I have tried some M Cosmetics stuff. I don't have it here, but I can talk about it very quickly. The liquid lipstick formula is almost identical to the Bare Minerals Gen Nudes. So if you like the Bare Minerals Gen Nudes, you will like the M Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. They're almost identical in formula. There are very slight differences. They smell the same, they feel the same. The formula, the ingredient deck is almost exactly the same. The eyeliners from M Cosmetics are also really good, but honestly, I like the NYX Epic Ink better. I wouldn't go as far as to get the M Cosmetics one. M Cosmetics is owned by Michelle Phan, by the way, who was a big YouTuber for the longest time. She owns Ipsy. She doesn't really make as many YouTube videos now because she's like business lady and does all of that, kind of like how Marlena from Makeup Geek doesn't really make as many videos anymore. Michelle doesn't really make as many videos, but if you're new to YouTube, you may not know who she is. But I mean, I really enjoyed her makeup tutorials back in the day, especially like her transformation ones. But anyway, the M Cosmetics brand was rebranded. It was owned partially by L'Oreal, and then she bought it back. So now it's just her brand. So yeah, the liquid lipsticks are really, really good. The eyeliners, I would say they're good, but I would say get the NYX Epic Ink instead because it's a lot cheaper and I think it's better. Banshee Muse says, Lime Crime liquid lipsticks are so drying. I've never tried their liquid lipsticks. I have tried their regular lipsticks, and I didn't think that they were fantastic. Isabel wants to know about Shiro Cosmetics. And yes, I can tell you about Shiro Cosmetics. What do I have here from Shiro? I know I have something from Shiro. What do I have? Where's my Shiro? Oh, what I got from Shiro, I got the Harry Potter collection from Shiro, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore, but they had the every flavor lip gloss. So what you did was you ordered the lip gloss and they put a flavor in it and you didn't know what flavor you were going to get. And I don't know what kind I got, but it's like, I only wore it like once. It's really weird. I did not like the shade. It's like a butterscotchy something. I don't even know. I don't even know, but I don't use this because it's like straight up blue. I didn't realize it was going to be like a purpley blue when I got that. But anyway, these were really cool. This is a Polyjuice lip gloss, and this was Felix Felicis. Felix Felicis is gorgeous. I use this as a topper over other lipsticks. It looks really yellow, but when you mix it with like a pink, it'll turn like a coral shade with this beautiful like shimmer shine to it. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then this one looks really weird, the Polyjuice one. It smells terrible because Polyjuice Potion, if you don't know Harry Potter stuff, is supposed to taste nasty, and it's nasty. Like on purpose, I guess. It smells terrible. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like plants, and it smells like plants, I guess. Like if you went out into a garden and sprayed perfume kind of thing, but like plants, not flowers. Like plants. Greenery. But yeah, it just gives a little green shift to the lipstick, so I haven't used this a whole lot. because I haven't really found a good use for it. But the Polyjuice, the Felix Felicis one, I really like. This was the Luck Potion in Harry Potter. I also got the Butterscotch lip gloss, which I can't find because I use it all the time. It must be in my purse or something. That one is amazing. It's a butterbeer lip gloss. So that's all I've tried from Shiro Cosmetics, but I did enjoy what I tried. I would like to try more at some point. Erica says that it smells like herbs. No, it smells like plants. No, just plants. Julie says, pitch it. I don't want to pitch it. Oh, I don't want to pitch it. I should. I should, especially since it's lip gloss and I can't. Oh, Amber says Harry Potter's still available from Shiro. Are you kidding me? It wasn't available last time I looked. Oh my gosh. Mercedes says, yeah, smells on makeup, something I want to eat. Michelle says, I was going to say walking through a garden with marigolds. Yes. Michelle, you nailed it, Michelle. That's what it smells like. It kind of smells like marigolds. You are 100%. Do you have this? How did you know? Do you have this? You are 100% right. Okay. That is awesome. You're amazing. Another brand that I really, really like a lot that I feel like does not get enough hype is MBA Cosmetics. MBA Cosmetics, I do know someone that works for MBA Cosmetics that she gave me some things, but I'm not like affiliated with them or anything. These eyeshadows are so good. They're just loose eyeshadows. If you don't like loose eyeshadows, you'll probably want to skip these, but if you like glitter, oh my gosh, these are amazing. These are the Foil Effects glitters. This is in the shade Holy Grail. You do need a glitter glue with this, and they don't hide that you need glitter glue. They do sell glitter glue, but oh my gosh, I used this one day and everybody's like, what is on your eyes? I'm like, yup. And they're very reasonably priced if you like this kind of thing. They have like, there's like a base in there of like some kind of like oily base in there that holds it all together. But you definitely do need a glitter glue to keep it on your eye. It will initially apply like this, but it will fall out if you don't have glitter glue on it. See, I just rubbed it right off, but really high quality. If you look at MBA Cosmetics Instagram, you'll be able to see a lot of beautiful looks that people have created with MBA Cosmetics stuff. Highly recommend that brand. Just very high quality, and the people are super nice. So that's another one that I wanted to mention. What is this now? That's not helpful. Glitter. Okay. That's not going to work. Okay. For brows, one thing I wanted to mention. Ooh, I got to skip down in the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. Steph says chlorophyll, more like borophyll. Oh my gosh, what is that from? That is from Adam Sandler, from the one where he goes to school. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Okay. I can't even. Okay, Stacy says, ugh, agree. I can't stand the taste of coffee, but I really enjoy the smell of it. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I love coffee. Obviously, I drink it every week. Okay, brows. This was given to me by Miss Adoro at IMATS. I just dropped a card, and they were like, let me give you some stuff. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so inexpensive, and it is fab. This is their brow pomade. It says Beauty Brow Gel, and it's an indie brand, and it's really, really inexpensive. The packaging on the outside of it is kind of cheap. Like the plastic packaging is kind of like, but this packaging is good. I mean, it's just straight glass with the lid. It's just the same as any other high-end brand. How quality is just as good as any high-end brand. I've had it for, I guess, about a year or so at this point. I don't know, but it's still just as moist as when I first got it, and it works fantastic. Definitely recommend this. Definitely. Oh, wow. Michelle says, yes, some Harry Potter items are still on the site. Yay! At Shiro Cosmetics. That's awesome. Elise is drinking coffee. Hello, Elise. Elise is our brand new reporter. Thank you so much for all your hard work this week. Much appreciated. Julie says, Jen, keep a microfiber towel. I know I should keep a microfiber towel. You're 100% right. All right, another brand that I really, really love that I only brought out two of their, I've talked about this multiple times, but Naked Cosmetics, this is another one that's really, really pricey. Naked Cosmetics is really good for their single loose shadows. These are the iridescent ones. I'll swatch just these two for you. They're really good. Sometimes I'll put on a glitter glue with these, but sometimes I won't. I guess it just kind of depends on, look at that. You see that? Oh my gosh. They're pricey though for a stack. I think it's like 40 bucks or something, $50 for a stack. But if you think about like a single eyeshadow price, like how much it would cost, it's kind of Kind of similar to like like when you get a palette, you know, but they're the single. Oh, everybody's saying what was the brand on the brow products? Miss Adoro, Missadoro. Miss Adoro is the name of the brow product right there. Really, really good. Let me swatch the other Naked Cosmetics one. This is my most recent purchase, was the iridescent one, and I love it. These are really nice toppers too. So you can put on like a whole eye look and then just add that little punch of iridescence, which is really nice. But the regular ones are not toppers, like the ones that aren't the iridescent. Excuse me, the ones that aren't the iridescent stack. Those are not toppers. Those are just straight eyeshadows. They're straight pigments. That's why they're Naked Cosmetics, is they don't use a lot of fillers. Lauren says, "Ain't nobody got time for loose eyeshadow, Jen." I do. Some people do. Just because you don't. A lot of people do. But, you know, we'll move on. Well, you know, I got more loose eyeshadows I want to tell you about. So I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh my God, I want to tell you some more. I have more I want to tell you. Julie says, "I wish they were reasonably priced. I've never ordered because they're so expensive." I totally get it. I totally get it. And the only reason why I got these was because it was an impulse buy at IMAX. And I did pay full price for them. Mon420 Love Beauty says, "Etsy is the best to find glitter shadows, and Dirty Glam is great." Fantastic. Glad to know. All right, so another loose shadow brand. I'm sorry. Geek Chic Cosmetics. These are really fun. If you are geeky and you like geeky stuff, these are really fun. So this was from their Harry Potter collection. This is the shade Mischief Managed. And it's like a nude shade with a bunch of glitter in it. What I love about these is that they're so unique. And I'm hoping I'll be able to get a good swatch here. That actually looks a lot like the Naked Cosmetics that I just did. Yvonne wants to know if I've tried the Makeup Monsters liquid lipsticks. I have not pulled the plug on Makeup Monsters yet. I haven't gotten them yet. Haven't done it. Nicole says, from Yay or Nay Nicole, "Hello, my friend. Loose blush is in the BoxyCharm that just came and is really nice. I have more patience for loose blush than shadow, although once in a while I'll reach for loose pigments." Good to know. I haven't tried it yet. This is from the Supernatural collection. This is called Angel of Thursday. And this is just like a muted gray with some silver glitter in it. Like finely milled glitter. And it's just unique. I just don't own anything like that. And then I'm going to show you just two more from them. This is from the Hunger Games collection. This is called Mockingjay. I also have one that's gorgeous from the, I almost said Game of Thrones, but that's not right. It's not even close. The Hobbit. What you call it? There you go. So this is Mockingjay. Really fun. Team Dean, I'm with you. Pink Hornet says, "I'm too messy for loose powders." I hear you. It does take a little more thought and care to use a loose powder. Like you can't just like flop around in it. You got to be careful. But anyway, yeah. It's called Gold, something Gold. One ring to rule them all. The Hobbit. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh, Lord of the Rings. I almost said Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. I almost said Lord of the Flies. Oh my gosh. Okay. But anyway, I have a really beautiful gold that they did from their Lord of the Rings collection. All right, this one I love. This is called Luck Dragon, and it's a single player shadow now, which means that they don't have the whole collection anymore. They just have a few of the most popular shadows. This was from the Never Ending Story collection, and this is one of my favorite loose eyeshadows ever. Stinking amazing. I don't know if you can see the gloriousness that is Luck Dragon. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't even with that shade. Can't even. Look at it in the pan. Can you see it in the pan? Hopefully you can see it. I'll bring it up really close. Oh my gosh. Geek Chic. Amazing. By the way, I have a bunch of stuff coming from Glamour Dolls Makeup. I bought their, the Lisa Frank collection with super chat money, so hopefully they'll be finished with that soon because I'm excited about that. This is a different brand though. This is called Glamour Doll Eyes, and they remind me a lot of the Geek Chic, but without the geek themes. Glamour Doll Eyes is another really good one as far as the quality. I'll just swatch this one for you real quick. But like you can see what kind of shadows I love. Oh my gosh, my precious. My precious.
But yeah, Geek Chic has, not Geek Chic, this is Glamour Doll Eyes. It's another brand. They have a subscription box that they used to send me a long time ago, and then I had to stop doing it, so I haven't really talked to them much since, but this is a shade called Crystal Ball. Really, really nice. Another great loose shadow brand. Geek Chic is very creative. I agree. I agree. I'm with you. So anyway, let's move on to this right here. This is a little bit different. This is the Infinity Palette by Linda Hallberg, and this is another thing that Nancy was kind enough to send me. She also sent me some of their brushes, which were good. I don't think they were worth the price that she paid for them, but they're good, and I do use them. But this is a really nice palette. This is really good. It's very makeup artisty. I feel like this would be really good for a makeup artist, but I still use it. Like, I don't use like these two shades at all, just because they're not shades that I know how to use correctly. Sasha says Artist Couture is that indie. Sasha. Sahaja. Hello, my friend. Artist Couture is indie. I do own some of his highlighters. I find them to be a little too blingy for me, but if you like blingy bling bling, you'll like it. The lasting power is very good. But this is really good, the LH Cosmetics. I just got distracted for a second, but yeah, so this is really, really good as well. It is a little bit pricey, but the quality is excellent. So, so yes on this. This is a yes, yes. Nancy, I know. I'm so lucky to have a Nancy. I love her to death. Mama Shauna says, which brand had those naughty highlighters and lipsticks? I can't remember. Kara says, Lisa Frank, my heart be still. Seriously. Oh my gosh, girlfriend, you got to get on WhatsApp and Makeup. We'll give you all the updates on WhatsApp and Makeup, because whenever I get them as a Kickstarter funder, we always put them into the show. So, excuse me. Misha says, I really want to try the LH Cosmetics Mood Crayons. Those do look really cool. Mercedes says, Jen, do you get a lot of PR? No, I don't. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. I have a Nancy, and I have a super chat, so it's all good. I'm good. I'm solid. I have a Nancy, and I have a super chat, so it's all good. Paul says, love don't mean a thing if you can't get his bling. Doo-ah, 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 doo-ah. Sorry, I had to burst out for a second because I love that song. Okay, so these just came in my mailbox from Nancy. She's amazing. This is Pinky Rose Cosmetics. I literally just opened the box with these, so I have not even swatched these. These are called Transition Palettes. Aren't these cool? And this is the Luscious Plum Palette. And these are very inexpensive. I think there was like $22, something like that, for this. And isn't that beautiful? So you've got a day look and a night look, and that's why they're called the Transition Palette. You're supposed to be able to transition from day to night. I don't really see how this is day and this is night. I don't really see too much difference there as far as this goes. Aspen wants to know when Super Chat will be back. I'm not quite ready. Not quite ready. I wanna get out some reviews first, and I'm good for right now. So I don't want to open up the super chat when I'm not ready to actually purchase anything. So it might actually get pushed off until winter, until like closer to like December, January. I did say fall, but I only want to open up super chat when I'm like ready to invest money from the super chat. So who is Nancy? Nancy is one of she started off as a subscriber, and now she's a friend of mine. We trade emails back and forth, and she sends me things sometimes for review, which is awesome. So anyway, so this is this is a cardboard packaging, and it's got these beautiful shades. Let me swatch a little bit. Feels very soft. That matte feels really soft. They don't feel the foiled ones don't feel very foiled. They feel a little bit more flat. Let's see if I can find some space here that's not. Ooh. Swatches don't mean everything. I haven't tried it on the eyes yet, but that's kind of a little sample of swatches. Gabrielle tells me I have to try Feather River Body. I guess I do. I guess I do. So that's kind of cool. I'm excited to try this on my eyes. I haven't tried it yet, like I said. Kelly says, anyone tried anything from Pink Dust Cosmetics? I know I haven't. I know, Amber. I am so lucky. I'm so lucky. You know, she's such a wonderful person. Is she here? Oh, there's Nancy. Hi, Nancy. She's here. Hi, my friend. Oh, Fiza's here. Hi, Fiza. Okay, this is the second one she sent. This one is called the Sunflower Palette. Wait till you see this one. You ready for this? Hello, subculture, for $22. All right, let's watch a little bit of this, baby. I haven't swatched this at all. Oh my gosh. This seems really nice. Okay, let's see. Can I fit it? We definitely do not have the same pigmentation as subculture, I'll tell you that. They're definitely much lighter pigmentation. So we'll definitely have to try that because I'm a little nervous that the pigmentation is weak, but it could be buildable. Again, swatches only give you so much information. I'm still on team swatches do mean something. I know I'm in the minority at this point. It's like the thing right now to say swatches don't mean anything, but I don't agree. I feel like you can get a lot of information from swatches, but they're just a base of information. They're a jumping off point for information. You definitely need to try them on the eye as well, but I do believe swatches are helpful and important. Pinky Rose Cosmetics. Let me look and see if there's a website on here. Yes, pinkyrosecosmetics.com. This is the outer packaging of it. And then she also sent these lipsticks. These are from a brand called Color the World. And this says natural lipsticks. These are hand-poured lipsticks. Isn't that pretty? I love the packaging. It's a cardboard packaging, kind of like the Tarte lipsticks that they were doing for a while. Let me see if I can. They feel creamy, and they seem like they're buildable. I'm going to try one on, even though I know it's going to look absolutely ridiculous with no makeup on. GNO. Let me see what they say on the bottom. Let me see if they can. Okay, here we go. Yes, GNO is the name of this shade, and then this one's called Dreamer. I want to see if I can find a shade that won't look crazy on me right now. I know there's a neutral shade in here. And I think this one right here. This one is called Kisses. We're going to try this one. I know I have a mirror. Here we go. Something a little more natural, so it don't look so crazy. All right. Oh, there's sheer. Ooh, I like that. Not patchy at all. Sheer. Got a little bit of ring right there. Okay, the ring's gone. I think that was just application error. But it's definitely sheer, and it's hydrating, very moisturizing, not patchy. Very nice. I like that. Some people really like more sheer lipsticks. Some people like super opaque. I'm more of a sheer kind of person. Nope, that was my mirror. I'm more of a sheer kind of person, so that's kind of right up my alley. And I don't think I'm going to keep it on. I don't think it looks that bad as far as like the no makeup look. This brand is called Color the World. So I've got quite a few here to try. The packaging is so cool. So this one is called, I can't see, Foxy. Foxy Lady. They all seem to be a little bit sheer. Rachel says, girl, I'm going to go broke after watching this till the end. You just got to pick and choose, man. Got to pick and choose. And what you do is you set up your cart, you put everything you want in your cart, and you walk away. You walk away for at least an hour, at least. And then you go back to your cart. Because none of this stuff should be going anywhere anytime super soon, because it's not, I don't think any of this is limited edition. So, you know. But that's what I have for you today. And we've got, oh, it is 11 o'clock, but we've got about 2 minutes left. Andrea wants to know if the package is flimsy. I wouldn't call it flimsy, but it is made of cardboard. So, I mean, I'm pressing on it pretty hard, and it's not bending. There is the inside is made out of, like, I guess that's plastic, like metal coated, not metal, but like fake metal coated plastic here. But I wouldn't call it flimsy. I mean, but it's cardboard, so you definitely wouldn't want to get it wet. Packaging looks like a Tarte lipstick. Yes, exactly. Jenny says, now I see Dana Carvey with the fingers. Fuck's. I know, right? Oh my gosh. Dana Carvey. What happened to that guy? Nicole says, or walk away for 24 hours. Good idea. Oh, Latina is back. Irma just got lights yesterday. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. And I did see, Latina, where you had said that Jose had come home, oh my gosh, Julio had come home. Julio had come home, which made me really happy. It was like the last comment in chat last week that Julio made it back, which makes me really happy Julio went out in the hurricane to help people. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm glad you told me that. But anyway, I'm glad that you're back and okay. Let's see what else we have here. Monique says, I will get a part-time job just for eyeshadow and lipstick. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's see. Elise says lots of indie releases coming. Yes, and Elise is our new indie reporter, so she's going to be telling us all of them. Snabby Cat says, has anyone ever heard of the brand Makeover Essentials? I don't think I've ever heard of them. What did Chrisanna do? Thank you to Chrisanna. Oh, here we go. Chrisanna says code 50 off today if anyone wants Chrisanna and Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, she dropped the discount again. Chrisanna dropped the discount. Today only, 50% off Chrisanna and Cosmetics. Are you kidding me, girlfriend? You are amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. So ChrisannaandCosmetics.com, 50% off. Use code 50 off today. Wow. That's awesome. What's up, John? What, honey? Yes, that's fine. I'm almost done. I'm getting off now. Okay, he just wanted a pack of gummies. So, yeah, that is awesome. Thank you so much, Chrisanna, Ann, for that. That's so kind of you. She dropped it. She dropped it again, and I almost missed it, and I didn't. So I will put that in the description here. Make sure we have it here. 50% off Chrisanna and Cosmetics today. 9/17 only. Use code 50 off. I'm putting the website. Okay, got it. There we go. And now it's going to be in the description. So code 50 off. I got it. Sweets. That's awesome. Kelly says, Jen, I have to tell you, thank you for taking time out of your Sunday to do live chats. I love this format and getting thoughts and ideas from everyone. Me too. Me too. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. I should pop off and spend a little time with the fam because this was our family day. We do the live chat and then we hang out as a family. So thank you for being here. If you are joining me on the replay here, definitely leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, people here in the live chat, if I missed your gem that you dropped, because I don't read everything, definitely come back after this video renders. It takes about 20 minutes or so, and drop it in the comments down below, and that way we can all learn from you and the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, because that's what this is all about, is learning from each other so we can make the most educated makeup purchases together. So thank you again so much for being here, and mad love to you, and we won't have chat again. Again, we won't have chat next week, but we'll be back the following week for a 5 p.m. chat is the plan. So thanks again for being here, and mad love, and I will see you in a video soon. Bye!